Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 here with Rangers. We're about to take on Dynamo Kiev away in Ukraine. We're carrying a 6-1 advantage into that one, so play some rotational boys. But first of all, I want to talk about the Cataldi-Barjonas situation. A couple of you guys have had your say and kind of went the same way that I was feeling as well, that we're going to keep Jamie Barjonas. Good point actually made by, just give me 1 second, by Ninjak Turtle on YouTube there. Good point made that Barjonas will count towards homegrown registration in the Champions League, whereas Daniel Cataldi obviously will not. I was leaning towards selling Cataldi for sentimental reasons around Barjonas being a young player coming through the youth system, but also because we'll get more money for Cataldi, frankly. But I do want to take a little moment to recognise his contribution during his time here, the 28-year-old Italian. He's had 2 good seasons here. Last season was a bit sketchy. Season 1 was really, really good, of course, coming in on a free from Lazio. And, if you told me 2 seasons ago that we'd be losing him this summer, I would have asked, who came in and pinched him? Who's going to be the one that steals him from us? But actually, it's going to be us who want rid, and I'm going to offer him to clubs and see what kind of bids we get. Which means he'll come off the bench, but Jonas will go on to it, of course. Robbie McCrory will start this game as the goalkeeper. Jordan Houston will be the wing back on the right. Denswell can stay, well, what's the fitness test saying about Denswell? 45 minutes. We'll give him the second half. Barjonas can come on for Andre Horta. Tim Gallagher can come in for Chia Cherry. Darren Graham is in for Morelos. And Lewis Davidson coming in for Walter Molina. Dapo Mabudi on the bench instead of Morelos. Dimitri Mitchell can start ahead of Edelman there. We're ringing the changes, as you can tell. And that will be it. So we're going with McCrory, Riedel, Fernandez, Wallace, Houston, Mitchell, Barjonas, Fassi, Gallagher, Graham and Davidson. It'll be interesting to see how the boys actually get on in this one, because we should probably lose this game, judging by the strength of the teams here, but I don't think we'll be losing by enough to blow our 6-1 advantage from the first leg. I'm just interested to see how the young boys get on here. Particularly that front trio. Good challenge, Fernandez. Mitchell over the top. Is there a chance? Davidson into Graham. Oh, it's well won back. It's a good start to the game at least. Mitroglou, Luis Alberto. There's a chance for somebody. Bertolacci out wide. G over the top. Muto can square this for Mitroglou, who's headed over. It's a good job, an early goal there, and I would have been a wee bit worried. But it looks like we're going to last the first 10 minutes without anything serious happening. That's good. A nice wee result here for us wouldn't be bad, but do you know what? As long as we go through the tie, it doesn't really matter. It's about getting these young lads some game time. I really do want to develop more youngsters. As much as it is nice to be buying in the imports, as the ball comes in from Mitroglou again, headed away by Riedel. As nice as it is to be buying in the wonder kids from Argentina and the like, it would be nice to develop some of our own players through the youth system as well. As Barjonas finds Davidson, that's cleared away. Mitroglou, Muto keeps it in, only for Wallace though, down the line. Good ball, Davidson racing, gets there. Can he find the cross? He's whipped it in. It's Gallagher, it's Graham, it's blocked. Davidson, oh, how did they get rid of that? Alberto clears. And you do feel if that was Morelos in there in the middle, that was 1-0. Mitroglou finds G, huge overload from Hector Herrera. Whips it, Houston away. Barjonas can get there, free kick Rangers, and that'll be that. Oh, it's an exciting start to this one at least. Hopefully Fassi can have a really good game in there in the midfield. That 6.7 so far is not terrible. Hector Herrera now, Bertolacci. G, Bertolacci, switching the play for Luis Alberto. Drive central, here's G, huge overload again out on that right hand side. Bertolacci, G, there it goes again to Herrera. Akers takes it first time. Mitroglou misses again. Do you know, they could have at least two goals by now and could have the pressure on. Bertolacci in, headed down off the post. Right, come on, sucker punch Barjonas. Fassi, good save, Gallagher offside. I thought for a second there we'd done it. I want to look at their keeper actually. Pavlenka. Yuri Pavlenka. Nah, he looks alright. Nothing more than alright. Graham's been poor today actually with a 6.4. Usually an absolutely lethal finisher, Darren Graham. He's had about 3 chances in his career and has 3 goals. He's a good young lad. We'll be bringing Mabudi on as well, probably for Gallagher at the moment, I think. Very pleased with your performance, lads. We'll take Gallagher off for Mabudi. We'll give Denswell those 45 minutes that he can handle just to try and get him some fitness levels before we play the next Champions League qualifier. Down the line with Troglo's in the box. Whipped, cleared away. Bertolacci and Klassen. They're putting the pressure on us a little bit here. Muto, Bertolacci. We're doing very well though to hold them out. Ball comes in. Denswell will cut her out and clear. Good first involvement there for Stefano Denswell, getting a wee touch of the ball. McCrory out to him now. Does he have the pass? It's on to Mitchell. Easy ball. Fassi. Davidson. Into Burjonas. It's a really inexperienced front 3 now. Burjonas. Poor ball from Mabudi. Colo will clear. Reed. Houston. Fassi. Pings it to Mitchell. Down the line for Davidson. Down the line for Davidson. Peels off his man. Lovely. Stands it up. Graham. Oof. Hits the target though. Darren Graham at least. Didn't he a 6.3 for that? I think it's a wee bit harsh. But overall, pretty decent game here. Nothing each so far. Luis Alberto in. Fernandez away. Herrera picks it up. Tries to return it. Oh, that's a good ball. Luis Alberto fizzes it in. Houston away. Picked up Burjonas. Moves it quickly. It's not a good ball though. Herrera, Burjonas. Fassi losing it. Garmash, Mitroglou. It feels like it's coming here. Klassen whips it. Mitroglou, good save, Robbie McCrory. And this, keep in mind, is a heavily rotated team here, and we're still holding a very, very decent European side away from home. Make a wee change just now. We're going to take Jordan Houston off for Sebastian Young, put him in there. We need to rotate those 3 wing backs quite regularly. They're both deserving of, they're all deserving of football. Oh, Mibudi's header well saved. So, want to make sure we keep all 3 of them happy, to be honest. I think Sebastian Young is the only one that can actually deputise, and he can play in the middle as well as on the right. His class and shot deflects. He gets another bite at it, and it's just over the bar. Looks like a 0-0 here in Ukraine, which is a pretty good result for this rotational squad. The front lads didn't really light it up today, but it's huge experience for them in their young careers. As it's whipped in, Fassi will head away. Garmash picking it back up as Dynamo at least look to win this game, but they've lost it. Young now goes long. Go on, Mabudi. We should win this here. Graham, huge chance. Lays it back to Burjonas. For Davidson, down in the chest. Stands it up. Graham! Darren Graham, assisted by Lewis Davidson. The young lads combine 1-0 to Rangers right at the death. It's a bit of a sucker punch. Dynamo Kiev have had the better of this game, but that just shows the strength of this squad this season. Rotational, young lads coming in, getting the win late on, having to dig in, make sure they don't get beat, and then striking at the death. 48, let's remember, 7-1 aggregate victory here over Dynamo Kiev, a very capable side. Well, we've got to passionately tell them we're very pleased. Burjonas, man of the match, vindicating the decision to keep him here over Cataldi with a 7.5 rating. We win that, of course. We're drawn against Spartak Moscow, which means I don't need to pronounce that Turkish team's name. And Wolves have made an offer for Cataldi. They've come in, they want us to pay 8k of his wages, which I suppose I will. Where are they? They are in the Championship. Ashley Williams is their gaffer, as in the old Swansea player. Huh, it is. Cool. Yeah, the fee is going to be the main bit. I want 10 mil. They're offering eventual 6. Let's do 7.5 and 2.5. Nah, they're offering 6.75. Do you know what? Fine. It's a profit of almost £7 million. We're getting rid of a player who's not really going to feature that much this season. Right, let's see. Southampton make Cataldi offer 6.75. Nah, they want us to keep paying 13 grand of his wages. No chance. Are they down there too? They are down in the championship as well. I wonder. Could I pinch somebody off them? Could I pinch Wesley Hoot from them? 37.5 million? Nah, unlikely. Jesus. They're in the championship and he's still worth 37.5 million. Right, League Cup quarter-final draw. Dundee United will host Kilmarnock. Motherwell or Falkirk will host Rangers or Ross County. There you go, so that's going to be our draw. League Cup quarter-final there. We'll get Payez registered in this Champions League squad, play Falkirk, and then that'll be it for this episode. We'll get the Spartak game looming next time out. Christian Payez needs registered. Come on, register him. There we go. He's registered in the Champions League squad. He can now play in the Spartak Moscow game. I'm going to hold off on giving him a start against Falkirk. I'll start... let's reject that Denswell bid for a start. I will start Horta and Fassi. Denswell wants to go to Valencia. Made my decision. You're going to have to get used to it. You're going nowhere. It's my dream move. Ugh, come on, son. You're going nowhere and you have to get used to it. No point in discussing it. It's a waste of time. Right, so he's clearly annoyed. And the squad are annoyed. But I don't want to sell him. We'd be considerably weaker without him. No interest in making us less competitive. The boys accept that explanation and move on. I expected that they would. We're looking to make a mark in Europe this season. If anything, I'm looking into possibly getting another centre-back and another quality centre-back. Murray Wallace is good, but he's clearly a step below Riedel and Denswell. Gallagher, Molina and Denswell all capable of playing here against Falkirk, and we will be going back to a full-strength squad, of course. So that means Fulton comes back in, Byram comes back in, Edelman comes back in, Horta comes back in. I'm going to put Payez on the bench instead of Barjonas. Molina comes back in for Davidson. Morelos comes in for Graham. Chiacheri in for Gallagher. Denswell comes in for Fernandez. So I think that is going to be the squad. Fulton, Riedel, Denswell, Wallace, Byram, Edelman, Horta, Fassi, Chiacheri, Morelos and Molina will be the squad for this game. Number 10, Christian Payez there. Let's go out and get the 3 points. Hopefully another comfortable result here. Celtic are hosting Dundee United today, so probably we'll be getting their 6th point of the season. Edelman, Horta, bit of space, finds Morelos, tees up, Chiacheri 1-0, not even 2 minutes on the clock. And the front three come back in today. 2 of them link up immediately, and we're 1-0 up in Falkirk. Is it about to get worse? Molina's corner headed away. Fassi though can get it back out. The two Argentines combining. Lovely touch. Molina byline. Whips it. Oof. Almost eludes the goalkeeper and goes in, but Anthony Ralston can clear it. And we are relentless. Absolutely relentless. Battering teams here early on. Although credit to Falkirk, they've rallied a little bit and they've survived without giving up another goal early on. Byram, Fassi, Edelman, beats his man, whips it away by Aware. Headed back, it's a poor one, it's Morelos, it's 2. That's the front three combining again. Molina this time with the assist. Morelos gets the goal where he assisted last time. Crazy. I know there was a comment on a previous video actually comparing Molina, Morelos and Chiacheri to I think it was Firmino, Salah and Sane, which I found quite comical. If it gets to the Champions League final, I'll take that. Fassi, Morelos threads it in. Chiacheri, oh, he's fluffed his lines. Get him off for Dapo Mabudi. Aware goes long, headed down. Horta, immediately we're coming back at them. Chiacheri now. Angles are in. Horta misses. Headed down. Fassi. Oh, tees up Molina. I thought he was going to shoot. Oh, Walter Molina. And all 3 of the front men now have a goal inside half an hour. It's one Argentine for the other as Fassi assists Molina. All three of the front line have a goal and 2 of them have an assist as well. I was somewhat joking when I said we were going to get like 150 goals this season, but we might just. Byram plays it in behind, easy for Baker though. Falkirk go long. Denswell just bullies O'Hara. Edelman, Fassi, Horta, Chiacherry, Byram. Can he find Morelos? He does. Oh, what a save by Konigsman. That should be 4. Ralston now. Falkirk probing for a way back in. Switches it to Sibbald. It's a good ball, but it's easy for Fulton in the end when the cross comes in. Let's remember, by the way, last season, Falkirk or some team. A visit to Falkirk was not an easy occasion last time out. Edelman going long, Molina now 3-on-2 against the front line. Chiacherry, Morelos. They've made a bit of a meal of it. Horta, Molina, these passes are just not quite accurate. Stood up though, Byram into an almost empty net, and now the front three, all 3 have a goal, and 2 of them have an assist, with Molina having 2 of those assists. Molina, who allegedly can't even play that position. There you go, 4-0 half time, easy stuff. Rodrigo Fassi will come off for Christian Paez's debut. Is he any better playing more forward? Nah. Righto. Dapo Mabudi will replace Morelos. And you know what? I'm going to throw Gallagher in there for Chiacherry as well. So we're actually going to make all 3 substitutes at half time. I want to give Gallagher, Mabudi and Paez some decent game time. So they're all getting 45. We're ignoring the physio's advice that Denswell should only get 75 minutes before he comes off. So if he gets injured, that's on me. Denswell finds Edelman. Horta. Wide for Gallagher. Stands her up. Molina. Oh, how does he score that? Walter Molina. Jesus. Such a tight angle. 5-0. Gallagher has an assist. Dundee United still holding Celtic at Parkhead. Molina's corner flicked onto the bar. Turned in by Tim Gallagher. 6-0. Dapo Mabudi has an assist now and Tim Gallagher has a goal. 5 players have played striker so far, and they all either have an assist or a goal. Or both. Stanton, Williams, Ralston. Ball down the line is available. Good one. Whipped in. Acres of space. And Usman Mane has scored 6-1. I think the bet this season would be Rangers to win with both teams to score. Looks like we're going to be leaky at the back. Oh my. James Keatings at Parkhead makes it 1-0 to Dundee United. And Paez is injured. Great. I think the only way Celtic were going to keep up with us this season is if they kept the same pace against the other teams. They absolutely battered the other teams and managed to sneak something against us. But dropping points so early in the season, I think we're going to blow them away. I think we're going to be playing the kids in January. Paez, Molina, Edelman, Paez, Horta. Losing it to Williams. Sibbald now. O'Hara over the top. Usman Mane in for his second. It's a lovely finish. O'Hara and Mane playing well for Falkirk, as they did last season as well. More question marks defensively. But when we're banging in 6 at the other end, does it really matter? As Christian Paez goes off injured. Hopefully nothing too serious. Just making his debut today. Edelman's throw will be the last action, you'd think. Header away. Yep, and that is the last action. 6-2. For the second game running at the start of the season, we have scored 6 goals. Let's remember, in fact, is that the 4th time we've scored 6 goals, and it's only the second week of August. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is indeed the 4th time that we've scored 6 goals. Incredible stuff. So that's going to do it for this episode. Next time we are at home twice as we host Spartak Moscow, then Dundee. I think Spartak Moscow will be a relatively easy game for us as well. Let's see what their squad looks like. I mean, Quincy Promise isn't bad. Still got a bit of pace about him, but he's not quite as electric as he was before. They're quite an old side, clearly. Yeah. Nothing there too concerning for us, I don't think. So we should be able to do that. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Great results for us, of course. The rotational boys going away and digging in and grabbing a late winner against Dynamo Kiev in Ukraine. And then, of course, away to the Falkirk City Stadium. And for the second time at the start of the Premiership, we've scored 6 goals. 2 games, 12 goals scored. And Celtic losing as well. 3 points clear after 2 games. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than this. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. If you have done, please drop down below, leave a like on the video. Of course, to follow this series, I think it's going to be a crazy season, by the way, then please do hit that subscribe button. I really do greatly appreciate that. But mostly I just want to thank you guys for watching, as I always do. And pose the question, what do we go for as a main target? Do we go for a big, high-quality centre-back along the lines of Riedel, or do we try, maybe move one of those right wing-backs out and get a quality youngster in, like Edelman is on the left, try and get somebody like that in on the right? So that's the next decision we really need to make. But as I say, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.